What Men Want, Part 2. In the previous part of this episode, we delved into the common misunderstandings women often have about men, with invaluable insights from our special guest, Rob. And our host for this episode, once again, is Dave the Devil. And before I pass the mic back on to Dave, let's sprinkle some helpful pro tips for our male audience, especially those in the realms of romantic relationships, because I think we missed this in our previous episode called What Women Want. So, gentlemen, when a woman says she's fine, what does she mean?
She's fucked off. She means I'm fucking pissed off and don't fucking speak to me.
No! Don't do that. She wants you to talk to her. Ask her why she's not fine. And she's definitely not fine. If a woman says she's fine, guys, she's not fine.
Oh.
So I'm glad we clarified that.
Right.
Another sentence. You don't love me.
That means she wants you to buy her a fucking gift or something.
No. Rob, give it a go.
You don't. She wants you to show it more.
Yeah, she knows that you love her. She's just feeling a bit insecure or maybe down. So she needs comfort and assurance. Okay, last but not least, obviously there's so many more, but we're only just going to cover 3. I don't need help.
Okay, great.
No.
She does.
She needs help, but not in the way that you're helping. She wants you to be supportive. You can probably just sit there, encourage her. And a pro tip for men, don't give women unsolicited advice or solutions are not going to try and make her feel better. In that moment, she's emotionally hijacked. Anything you say, just be very careful with your words. Even though your intentions might be good, just get her off that fight mode. Get her into the flight mode. Coach her. Make her feel heard in the moment and actually listen to her.
Oh, sounds like too much effort, that.
3 special words, 3 special phrases to say to a woman. Yes. Oh my God. That's so terrible. I'm listening to you. And you can just say that to them. Whatever they say, they will appreciate it, even if you're not actually listening. And that's my quick tip of the day.
I don't think they're going to work. Guys, please don't try this at home. Now, Dave, have you done those brain research that I asked you to do for this episode?
Have I done those brain research? You want to have another go at that sentence, Suman?
So I asked Dave to bring in some research on men and women's brain and how they naturally use their brain, which side of their brain is more predominant, which basically explains some of their behaviors, choices, the way they make decisions,
Right.
how they act in relationships, etc., etc. So, Dave, please enlighten us.
Basically, we use our brains to
Mm-hmm.
get what we want in a realistic way and to live life in a fulfilling way,
Okay.
in comparison to ladies who tend to use their brains for more mundane, menial, emotionally based tasks.
Okay.
Just a moment, Suman. What do you mean by meaningful tasks? Please elaborate. I'm really
for
interested.
men or for women?
For women, I mean. What do you consider?
Menial meaning small and insignificant tasks, emotionally based tasks that have no bearing on the weight of the world.
Yes, I know what you meant. I'm just asking you what do
Right.
you...
Well, I mean, crying over fucking Hinge profiles or whatever. You know, that's some bullshit. While me and Rob are out here setting up charities to help people worldwide.
What are you trying to say?
You know, you sound like that... Oh, God, what's the name of that influencer that is still in jail in Romania?
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate? Oh, yeah!
Well, look, he's a good friend of mine, or he was rather.
Oh, no, he's not, is he?
Yeah, I thought so.
No, he
you do
was a good
sound
friend.
like
Then he
him.
got too mainstream. He started going all left wing on me. I don't know what he was doing.
So, have you visited him since he ended up...
Fuck no.
Oh,
He can rot there, the left wing bitch.
Okay, let me also share my research on some brain studies that I have brought in.
Rob, can you get ready to cut whatever Suman says, please?
Yeah.
No, it's actually in your favor. Why would you want
Oh,
to...
okay, sorry. Just get ready to cut it, but
Okay, no, leave it in.
yeah, just leave it in for now. Sorry, yes.
So, according to studies, men naturally operate from the left side of their brain, and that is described as being very logical, analytical.
Well, that's not right, 'cause that's not my wanking hand.
What?
And detail orientated, while the right side of the brain, which women predominantly operate from, is characterized by being more creative, intuitive, and empathetic. And you can see how sometimes men and women have these conflicts of understanding and misunderstanding because they're thinking differently. Men are being more solution focused, where women are just wanting empathy and emotional connection.
Yes.
Female brains are more busier, there's more estrogen, which means that the development of the prefrontal cortex is way more active, which is why a lot of women are better at forethought, decision making, and collaboration, whereas men are more practical, analytical, and systematic
Yes.
with their interests and approach in general. However, we have a combination of male and female in us. So it's not that men can't have empathy, they obviously can,
Yes.
but it might not be their forte.
And I can sit there and pretend to listen and say yes, oh, that's terrible, and everyone's happy.
A fun fact about the size of men and women's brain size is that a man's brain is generally larger in size. However, that does not mean they're more intelligent.
It doesn't, no.
Studies shows that there is no real difference between IQ scores of men and women. It's just a fun fact, and size does not matter.
No, as long as it's big enough to get in.
It's the motion of the ocean.
Exactly.
Now, I'm going to share a secret. Well, it's not really a secret, but an unknown fact about what it is that men don't know about pleasing women.
Ooh.
Does it revolve around the clitoris? I've been told that's quite important.
So, do you know how men often do these grand gestures to impress the woman, maybe on the first day, second day, Valentine's?
Yeah.
They'll go take 100 roses and they'll think 100 brownie points. I'm going to get 100 kisses because they're very analytical, logical. So, thinking the bigger the gesture, the more romantic the night might be, or the happier that I'll make her feel. Unfortunately, guys, it just means 1 point because it's one gesture. Whereas if you had flowers and maybe a gift.
Do you see, Rob? Do you fucking see? 100 flowers isn't good enough.
Because it's the same thing.
Right, if I spend £100 on one present, she goes, fucking shit. £200 on 2 presents, oh yes. And then she has the cheek to go, I don't care how much money or what car you're driving. And now it's all about gifts.
No.
I want 2 gifts.
Did Suman mention that the man has to buy the flowers anywhere?
Oh, so he just steals them then. Where does he get them from?
No,
From his arsehole.
No,
The
you
graveyard.
Graveyard? What? No, listen, you can pick daisies. They grow everywhere. And if somebody gave me a bunch of daisies, I would be so happy. I would be, oh, that's so lovely.
Right. You want me to finish work, to go walking in the fucking mountains looking for daisies?
They don't grow on mountains, you meanie. They grow everywhere. They grow on every grass.
So you want me to go to the park and take flowers from the park? Ripping up the place where everyone's meant to enjoy it to bring it so you can enjoy it.
Tiny one.
Tiny one.
Oh, so 1 flower and you'll be buzzing
Yes,
at that, would you?
I would.
Lies. Fucking lies.
No, it is true.
Right, my next girlfriend, I'll bring her a fucking 1 daisy on her birthday and see what she says. I'll be fucking killed.
Okay, not birthdays, but just like
Oh,
every
she wants
day
presents
kind
on any day. Just a fucking Wednesday.
Listen,
Fuck me.
you're putting words into our mouth. It's very manipulative.
When's the last time you got me a fucking present? Rob, when's the last time you got a present? Where's our presents?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's my fucking 100 roses and a bloody fucking watch?
Excuse me, who did you get as a secret Santa for Christmas?
Yes. We all got each other secret Santas. Oh my God, I can't even tell you what mine was. Rob, you seriously need to listen to the episode What Women Want.
Yes. Well, look,
So don't you go, Dave, tell me I never give you a present. I gave you plenty for Secret Santa, and you loved it.
I did.
What did you get, Angelina, from Dave?
It was a 90s porn collection DVD.
And I made that myself. I mixed that myself. I spent hours going through all the best videos.
You proud of that?
It's the thought that counts, after all, isn't it, bitches?
Well, the thoughts are very dirty.
Well, I was thinking of finding something she might enjoy.
I threw them in my chimney, so in my fireplace. They burned very
Oh.
nicely.
Anyways, look, it's the little things that make a difference for women. So compliments, affection, notice things about her, compliment her hair, plan things with her. Little selfless sacrifices such as buy her favorite dessert and share it. So you're saving money there.
Yeah.
Right, yes. Okay, now, enough talking about us for you. What are you doing for us?
We're listening to you.
No. How do you get a man? What does a man want? I know you want to be bestowed love and affection and gifts. What do we want? Tell me.
What do you
Suman,
want?
seeing as
You-
you're- No, Suman, you seem to know it all. I wish to
Okay,
know.
I think most men want loyalty, sincerity, and a woman who can support him equally as he supports her. And I feel like a lot of men.
You were so close there. The first half, bang on. Then you said something about him being equal and I don't know that.
Okay, well, anyways, a lot of men want to feel at home with the woman.
Definitely.
That means a lot of things: nurturing, being warm, being gentle.
Yes.
And he likes the woman to be a little bit dependent on him. I think it feeds into his masculine energy, which is fine. I want the man in my life to do things for me. If something needs fixing, I can ask him to fix it. It doesn't mean I'm not capable of doing it. It just means it's sweet, it's nice, it's traditional.
Right,
and
I'm going to tell you something right now. No, I'm going to tell you something right now. This is a massive, genuine misconception.
Okay.
Men don't want to be asked to fix shit around the house.
Yeah.
We literally do not want to be asked to fix shit. It's like me coming to you and going, "Oh, darling, I got a little surprise for you. Can you fucking hoover for me?" You say, "Oh, the oven's broken. Can you fix it?" It makes me feel like a man. It makes me feel like a fucking
Isn't it
slave.
sweet?
I mean, obviously there's a part of that, but we don't want to be asked to do work. We want to be left alone, to be given food and blowjobs. That's what men want. Am I right, Robert?
Yeah.
Oh, Rob, don't agree with him.
It is true. We don't want to be asked to fix a light bulb or go in the cellar.
Well, I was just saying is because a lot of women, there's a lot of like this feminist talk going on, and
Yes.
I'm above you, I can do this, and being more in control, that kind of thing. And I think it puts men off because he needs to feel purposeful in that relationship. He needs to feel like he's taking care of you. He's responsible. So let him open doors for you. Let him take care of your car.
No. This is all wrong, Suman.
Let him pay for
No.
everything.
Chivalry don't exist anymore.
No, Rob, can you just cut this, please? Can you just cut this for me,
Suman,
please,
I
Rob?
think men are threatened by modern women because they realize that actually we can do stuff better than them. And now they lost a sense of purpose.
Whoa.
Thank you,
back
Rob.
up,
Yes.
Back up.
Go on, Robbie. Attack them.
You're saying women are better than men.
Well, in some cases, not better, but they're just as equally good as
Oh,
men. And I
Equal,
think some
but
men don't.
more equal, perhaps.
Well, yeah, I mean, many women can fix cars now. Many women
And
can.
we can't suck dick and make food and make sandwiches. Sorry, that was a bit graphic. Should we cut that?
No, keep it.
Right, I
Shows
think...
we're multifaceted.
Yes.
Look, all I'm saying is if women are too independent and happy, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but that's sometimes how men see them. They don't really gravitate towards them.
No, you see, Suman, you're mixing it up, you see. What you're saying there is, you're saying that men want to feel needed. They want to look after women and hold doors open for them and do this stuff.
And if we don't, we'll go extinct.
What we really want is for you to look after us. We are the ones who lead and make decisions. We come home and we are looked after. We do not want to be looking after you. You are there to make our lives easier. That's what we want anyway. I'm not saying it's fair. What we want is that. I don't want to come home and have to look after you. I want to come home and have food ready and everything nice and just you just look after me and mill around, you know?
I think that's just a you thing, Dave.
Well, Robert,
That's why you got divorced.
I know,
Look.
fucking low blow. I'm just still in recovery.
Now, Suman, I think Dave mentioned a really good point. I think a lot of men treat their significant others, girlfriends, wives as their mothers sometimes.
Yeah, mummy issues.
Mommy's
And not even a
boys.
bad thing, Angelina. What men want, the perfect wife, right? The perfect partner, is a combination of mother,
Sister.
friend, sex slave, pet, and cleaner.
But that's unrealistic.
I didn't say you asked me what do men want. This is what we want, right? This is what we want.
We cannot be your mother. That's weird. Don't tell me you're into incest.
Who looks after you when you're a little girl? Your daddy. And who do you want to look after you now? I want my partner to look after me. So you can see there's a synergy there. There's a synergy, you know? It's give, it's take.
Dave, I don't have any parents. I'm an angel.
Well, fuck you then.
Okay, Rob, what is a good way to motivate men?
What do you mean keep us motivated?
In life, because a lot of men can get depressed.
Look after us and then we
Look
won't.
after our every need. Sexually, physically, emotionally. If we say leave us alone, walk off. If we say stop talking about that, fuck off. If we say I want a fucking sandwich, make one.
Well, we live in the 21st century where these roles have certainly changed. And another thing that I would love for it to change is mental health for men. I think a lot of men are
Preach,
still
sister.
Yeah.
not open with how they feel, because I think we teach them from a young age, don't cry like a girl, or you're a sissy if you cry or say your feeling. And that's why a lot of men are scared to say, because they will be, judged. And that's why a lot of men have a hard time opening up. And they find, when women say, oh, come on, talk to me, they find it annoying because they grew up with this notion that only women and weak people talk about their
Yes.
feelings.
You have to understand as well. I think it's an unbelievably good point, Angelina, and I'll look forward to talking about it more with you over ice cream as well.
Oh,
We've
thank
got a
you.
little date later. But I think it's absolutely fascinating. And, I do think there is also, we have to understand that we interact differently with each other. And when men interact with other men, there is always a potential threat of violence if they're arguing. And also, as a man, perceived weakness can destroy your social status very quickly.
Oh, yes.
And so doing something like crying, even myself, I have seen some men cry, and I've seen them cry for very reasonable reasons. But a small animalistic part of me always thinks, fucking pussy. And you can't help but lose a little bit of respect for them. And that's a strange double thing because, we all go for it. We all cry ourselves. But sometimes you'll see a man cry and you'll think, poor boy. And then you also think, yes, but he's a boy, isn't he?
Oh, yes, Dave, absolutely. I mean, I have recordings of you drunk crying for Angela, but I never make fun of you.
Whoa.
Whoa. We don't need to
Oh,
bring it
yeah,
up in the
Rob, I
podcast
didn't
now. Come on,
mention.
Angela.
We went on, was it a date? No. Oh, yeah, I mean, I was tricked into a date with Dave a few weeks ago before Christmas. I didn't know it was a date. And anyway, we went to a pub, and he drank so much alcohol. I only drank Coca-Cola because I don't drink alcohol. At one point, he became so drunk that he started crying and talking how he misses Angela, that he was an asshole in the relationship, and that his life is ruined. So I decided to record it.
Okay, guys, we haven't got time for all of this. Let's do our rapid fire round on some of the frequently asked questions about men.
Fire away.
Boom, just like that. Bam.
Yeah, shoot me.
So, Angelina, if you've got some questions, you can ask them as well. But I have a few here that I really want to ask. So, how can it be true that a man loves you but still cheats on you?
Oh.
Well, firstly, I'd like to
Anyways,
start.
before you answer that, why do men cheat?
Well, what do you mean, cheat?
What do you mean cheat? You cheated on Angela. You should be the
No.
one person to know
Yeah,
about
exactly
No,
that.
Why
because-
are you acting all stupid right now?
I never actually got physical with anybody else
Oh,
while I was with
please.
Angela. I did exchange a few saucy texts.
That's cheating.
And that's it.
That is cheating.
That's grounds for break up, that.
Robert, surely you can back me up here.
Okay, this is a rapid fire. Don't argue. Just answer these questions really quickly.
Sorry. Okay, go again. Fucking hell.
So the question was, how can it be true that a man loves you but still cheats on you?
We separate sex from love, so sex has nothing to do with it. If Beyonce killed my mum today, I would fuck her still. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Oh dear.
What?
Okay, why are men so obsessed with sex? Rob?
Rob, are you wanking right now?
It's, right, men are either obsessed with sex or food, and I happen to like both.
Right, why do men act like grown-up children?
Why do women act like spoiled bitches?
Hey.
Sorry, that was reactive. I'm sorry. That was extremely reactive. Well, I think that most people nowadays tend to be quite childish, don't they? Really. I wouldn't say it's just a man thing.
Next question. Why are men too proud and too egotistic to admit that they're wrong all the time?
Why are you asking questions like these? Are leading on to make men, you're putting men in a bad light. And you know what you're doing here?
No, she's just asking, perfectly reasonable questions.
It's your fault.
Yeah, exactly. Why can't they just say they're sorry and it's all their fault?
Because we're never wrong.
Exactly.
See? That's the childish part. That's what I said, Suman. Men never really grow up. That's why they need a mother. All the time. Mic drop. Boom.
I like that. She's got a bit of feistiness, hasn't she?
Why don't men listen to us?
Well, because most of the time you're not saying anything.
Just noise.
You're just waffling shit.
When you ask a man, what are you thinking about? Why does he say nothing and lies about the girl he's thinking about?
Well, Rob, do you want to take this one?
No, you can.
Firstly, it's a stupid question because...
It's not true.
Exactly.
We're thinking about dinner.
Yes, or just random things like what would it be like to be a turtle in the year 100 AD?
Oh, okay. I have done some research and it's come to light that men actually have, metaphorically speaking, an on and off switch button, which women don't. There's always something going on in their mind.
Mental.
They have the abilities to store more information and never forget. Basically, the hippocampus side of their brain is twice as big as a man's brain.
Fat bitches.
So that's why they never forget. That's why they're always reminding you of your past mistakes and failures. So when you tell us that there's nothing you're thinking about, we cannot comprehend that because to us it's just not possible.
Yes, we're just relaxing and enjoying the safety of our own minds,
Okay, next question. If a man has a crush on you, what are the top signs? How will he behave in front of you? What kind of things will he do that might give away that he likes you?
Wait, is this a man who's in a relationship or a single man?
Okay, let's just talk about single because I don't want to entertain any ideas of married men crushing on other women.
Well, Rob, you're single. Why don't you take this one?
Well, you're single too. You're divorced.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Good point.
That is a good point, actually. Yes, I am single. Thanks for reminding me that I'm alone.
Well, all of us are single here, so...
This was supposed to be rapid fire round.
Sorry. I thought Rob was answering this question. I did the last one instead of taking in turns.
Yeah, Rob, you answer some questions too.
He's fucking masturbating and sleeping over there. I didn't know what's going on.
Go on, give me a question.
Okay, if a single man, has a crush on a woman, what will he do? What are the top signs that'll give away that he likes her?
Well, he's gonna stalk her on Instagram, like all her posts, and then send her a little message.
The classic, he might smile at her in work. He might try and break the physical contact barrier by a small hand placed on the shoulder or the arm.
We also prefer to text. We can speak our feelings more clearly over text, not in person.
What do men most regret about? So, what's more gutting and regretful as a man?
Living.
You know what? He's actually not wrong there. I would say, to be honest, the thing I regret most in life is all the women I didn't sleep with.
Whereas I think it's the opposite for women.
Exactly. You regret the ones you did sleep with, where Even the ones who were mental, I don't regret. But the ones where I think and go, oh my God, she fancied me, I never even realized. And that's the ones I regret.
That's because you think with your head down there instead of your head up there.
Exactly.
I am a romantic at heart.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
We'll find out on our date. The most
Oh, yes.
unromantically anticipated date ever.
I can't wait for your first kiss.
We're not doing anything like that on the first date.
Well, you never know.
Suman, I will be right behind you, keeping an
And
eye.
Angela, I'll be right behind you. Sorry, Angelina.
Next question. What advice would you give to young men? Rob. It's a rapid fire, Rob.
Rob, are you there?
Be gay, don't chase women.
That's not bad advice, actually. That's quite good, actually. I do like that, yes.
No, take that back.
Okay.
Okay, so instead of that then, what would you say to young men listening out there?
What would I say to young men? That sounds wrong.
I know, you're a fucking pedo or something.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm just going to rephrase my question. Rob, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Try to be more happier in myself. And that way I can present a better version of myself and I would attract a female that would like that version of myself.
Hmm.
Oh, that's good.
So not gay.
No.
Before he said be gay, didn't he?
Well, because I thought, well, women are the problem for us.
Right, I see.
Whereas if we're gay, that means we can help each other, men,
Yes.
with our own problems.
Thank you. That was really nice.
I would say, for men, you want to make it to your 30s without being killed, killing yourself, going to jail, or having a baby with some fucking random slut. If you can get to 30 without doing those things, you'll probably be okay.
Can we not call women, the S words, the H words?
No. I didn't call women that. I called sluts that. Some people are sluts, whether men or women.
Yeah, but most of the time it's used as a derogatory way towards women.
Dave, I get a lot of complaints about you swearing and talking really ill about women. So please.
You can say women of low morals.
But then people go, what does that mean? And I go, it means sluts. And they go, oh, okay,
People
I understand
know what
now.
it means.
People know what it means.
A 14-year-old boy, is not going to know what low morals means.
Can I just also say something? You know what advice I would give to young men listening out there?
Go on then, let's hear.
I would request you guys, actually, I'd plead you guys to go out there into the real world and face rejections. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you more resilient, build your confidence, help you understand what your boundaries are, what you don't want. And eventually, it's going to lead you to your purpose, give you a sense of direction.
And it give you crippling anxiety.
Yes.
Yes, however, as we discovered in the life coaching episode, some amount of stress and tragedy and trauma, you can use that to build your identity. You can grow as a person. How are you ever going to become the man, the ideal, high value man, if you have not learned to deal with the fears, the rejection, anxieties? It's not going to affect you. You're going to have a strong sense of identity because rejection will stop affecting you. You'll not be concerned by what other people think, or if somebody rejects you, you'll do your own thing.
Yes.
So get out of your comfort zone, go experience that rejection, embrace it, live it, get over it, and become stronger.
Rob, can you do me a favor, please, Rob? And just
Yeah.
not cut that, because that was fucking brilliant.
All right.
Thank you.
Aww.
So basically, if you're not going out there experiencing the real world, you're going to navigate a lot of unrealistic standards through either playing video games, pornography, or whatever. And when you get with a real woman, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to have fake perceptions. You're not going to be able to connect with any of them.
Yes.
And unfortunately, this goes for men and women. You're going to have to get through a lot of, I was going to say a very naughty word, but you're going to have to get over a lot of
Just say dickheads.
Yes, fucking little shits.
People who are not nice, but that's that's part of life, But at the same time, you will meet a lot of wonderful, nice and kind people, and one day you will find that one.
Yeah.
And just remember, if you are lonely and you are looking to reach out and find people who are like-minded individuals to help you for a journey of growth, development, and spiritual well-being,
Yeah.
then Unite with Men Around the World is a charity which reaches out to people to ensure that they are never left behind.
Here we go again.
No man left behind is our motto.
It's a scam, guys. Please don't fall for it.
It's not. It's honest.
All the children out there and teenagers, if it sounds too good to be true, guess what? It is a scam.
And that's why you should never get married.
Dave, this podcast is not about you and your opinions, and let's just not pause what you think on other people. If people want to get married, just let them get married. If you've had a bad experience, it's nobody's fault. Anyways, in this season, we are talking about who are there when you're not looking. So basically, we've talked about identity, self-awareness, authenticity in the first season. Who are you when no one's looking? How we can extend the definition of who we are. And in this season, we're trying to understand other perspectives in a very humble and safe place. And I know we have struggled in this episode particularly, but considering that we're all so different, our personalities are like opposite end of the scale. I mean, Angelina's a lovely angel, Dave's a horrible, nasty devil, Rob's just useless and not really a real man in my view, but never mind. And I'm just too good to be true. So
fucking humble, aren't you?
Okay, before we wrap up, is there anything you guys want to say?
Well, look, I just want to say to everybody out there who's joined today on the day where I've been hosting, although for some reason it felt a bit more like Suman was hosting, but that's by the by. I just want to say thank you for joining and hearing about Men Talk. And me and Rob will be doing our own podcast, branching off every weekend from 2:00 on a Tuesday called... No, I'm just joking. We're not going to do that. I can't be bothered.
Well, on that note, I'm really glad to have met you, Rob.
Likewise.
We can all agree that men and women are not the same. We're two different energies, and it's important to recognize that and aim, while I know it's not easy, to set up a society that is welcoming and beneficial for both.
Yes.
What we can do at the least is take a calmer, in-depth view around gender equality. Unfortunately, right now, it seems that the only way to discuss men's rights and women's rights is through controversies, through hostile, aggressive social media platforms. That has widespread implications that impact everybody. Not a small minority, but everybody. Do you know why? Because it then becomes a discussions about policies and laws in question, which are broad. Narratives where men are in competition with women and vice versa are deeply damaging to the society.
Hear, hear.
We cannot have a functioning society where men and women are constantly at odds, in competition, or hating each other in some way or another. Men and women are the backbones in which the world stands. So, men and women are not enemies of one another. They should be the protectors of one another.
Good ending, that. You got me thinking more, which is rare.
Yes. Got me a little titillated as well.